If you're feeling stuck on your wellness journey, the reason might very well be a poor self-concept. In other words, the reason might be you don't love yourself enough. Hi team! In today's podcast episode, we'll be discussing how is the lack of self-love preventing you from getting to your wellness goals? How is the lack of self-love keeping you stuck on your wellness journey? I'm going to be sharing with you something that you probably haven't thought about before, kind of a new point of view towards this whole wellness game. I have one simple question you can ask yourself to find out whether or not it is a lack of self-love that's keeping you stuck on your wellness journey. Are you a doer or a trier? Let me explain. Do you always feel like you try, you never really achieve anything, you never really get to your goals, you always just try and usually you feel like you failed? Or are you somebody who has a goal, has a plan, and who does these things? Who feels like, oh yeah, I can do that, and I do that. Who feels like whatever they try to do, they just do. There's a big difference in how you identify yourself if you are a doer or a trier. For example, a trier might go, oh, I've been trying to lose weight for so many years. I've been trying to get fit for so many years. I've been trying to eat healthy for so many weeks or months. And doer is like, I know I can do this, so I'm starting small, I'm starting to build these habits, I'm sticking to them, I feel worthy, I know I'm worthy, I know I can do this, and I know that eventually I will make it to my goals. Because part of my identity is I can and I will. Whereas the trier will go like, I'm not sure if I can, I'm not sure if I will, I'm not sure if I will succeed, I'm not sure if I can do this, I'm not sure if I'm worthy. There is so much hesitation in the trier's life because their self-concept is built around failing, whereas the doer's self-concept is built around succeeding. And it doesn't even matter how many times each of these people have succeeded or failed. It is the mindset that they have. Even the doer person might have failed many times, but they have this mindset that they eventually will make it. They are certain of it. This trier might have even succeeded a few times, but they cannot see it because their mind is so focused on lack and failing. Even if they sometimes succeed in something, they just kind of brush it off and are like, oh, it's nothing. So understand that you have made yourself this concept of either always trying or always doing. And actually, instead of doing, I might even say doing and being, because not everything is about doing, it's also about embodying an identity. So let's say doing and being. So if you want to get back on track on your wellness journey, you're done feeling stuck, follow these simple tips. Number 1 is you have to start seeing yourself in a new light. Start seeing yourself as somebody who's doing and being the person you want to be. Visualize your dream self and start being like them. Start thinking like them. Start acting like them. Start talking like them. Start thinking about yourself like they would think about themselves. Number 2, start celebrating small wins. No matter how small, you want to celebrate them. I did a workout today. I'm so proud of myself. Well done. You become your own cheerleader. You're like, I'm so glad I showed up for myself. I am so proud of myself. Tip number 3, it is scientifically proven that you cannot feel grateful and anxious at the same time. It is impossible. You cannot feel anxious and grateful at the same time. So, we already know that we had the power to choose what we focus our thoughts on. So, why not focus on gratitude? The more you focus on feeling grateful, feeling proud of yourself, feeling grateful to be able to move your body, for having, 2 legs, 2 arms, to be able to move them freely. If you focus on that, it is impossible to you to focus on not being good enough at the same time. So start shifting more and more of your energy towards gratitude. Tip number 4. Start practicing self-talk that is actually loving towards yourself. Every morning when you go to the bathroom, you look at the mirror and you talk to yourself. You don't have to say it out loud, you can say it in your mind also. But say nice things to yourself. Oh, I am so beautiful, good morning to myself. Looking so good. Today's gonna be a good day, you're awesome, you're strong, you're powerful, you're confident, you're absolutely gorgeous inside and out. Start practicing this kind of self-talk. At first it feels weird. I know, I've been there too. It feels awkward and kind of maybe stupid also, but just keep doing it every single morning. It takes 30 seconds of your time. You can do that. Even if it feels a bit weird, just keep practicing it, because the more you practice it every day, the more you start to actually believe in those words. And that's where the magic happens then. On our wellness journey, we so often think about the actions only. Like, what do I have to do in order to get more fit? What do I have to do in order to lose this weight? What do I have to do, like the physical actions I need to take? The biggest thing I've learned is it is not about the actions in the first place. It is all about your mindset. It is all about your self-concept. It is all about self-love. And after that comes the actions. So step number 5 is actions. It's taking loving actions towards your own good. But before you can take this step number 5, you have to have these previous steps kind of in place. And the self-love starts with those previous steps. Because once you have those steps in place, once you love yourself, you talk to yourself lovingly, once you start practicing good self-talk, you start seeing yourself in a different light, you start celebrating small wins and feeling more gratitude, that's when you start taking the actions naturally, like aligned actions. That's when it starts to feel good to go on that walk. That's when it starts to actually feel good to do that workout. You don't have to sit there and think, oh, should I do a workout or not? You feel like pulled towards doing the workout because you feel so good about yourself and you want to feel even more good about yourself. And you know that the workout makes you feel more good about yourself. So step number 5 is taking those aligned actions towards your own good. And whenever you do a workout or whenever you do some self-care, whenever you do anything that is good for yourself, feel proud of yourself. Be like, I got this, I'm doing so much good for myself. Be your own cheerleader, like I said before. You don't have to stay the same. You can become your dream self. You can start loving yourself. Like, I read this book where I actually talked about it in my previous episode, or in the episode where I talked about the quotes, the life-changing quotes. One of those was about self-acceptance, which is very much linked to self-love. It said that self-acceptance is only a shift of consciousness. You can start loving yourself today. It is a decision, you know? It's not something that's going to fall into your life from the outside. You decide to love yourself. And you can decide to start loving yourself today. It takes some practice, but it is so worth it. Let me know down below in the comments if this episode was helpful to you. And remember that whatever you do in this life, always keep your smile and faith bigger than your fears. Thank you. Bye bye.